Alright members, I am back again with another video, and in this video I am looking at the Aussie New Zealand dollar. We posted this in yesterday's video talking about, this was one of the pairs we talked about, and we pretty much discussed how if we break below this level here we were looking for a trade opportunity. Well, I had this level set already on the 4-hour time frame, because when I go to the 4-hour time frame, what I did basically, I traded this level here where you could see the bounce off Tinkinson. So we already had the level we needed, but the market retraced a little bit right here, stayed inside this one candle and gave us an indecision candle and then a violation right here, and good trade to the downside. All right, so the problem now is this is one of our levels where we're looking to get out of the market, where we're looking for a retracement, not necessarily looking to get out, but definitely looking to see a probable retracement. So depending on how many lots you're trading with, you may want to take some profit and then let the rest run, because I think we're going to get a slight pullback, and our pullback could be a little deep, and it may bring you back to near this area here. So might give you, if you, depending on where you entered, you could go back to negative, because it's not really that much profit on this trade yet. Market needs room to move, but you just got a TK crossover that's bearish. So even if you entered now, you entered on a bearish TK crossover trade, right? Now your future is still bright. You're waiting for that to turn over. Chico span is not slightly below price yet, but it's getting there. All right, and then it's going to have problems breaking outside of this cloud here. Now I'm not showing it on my chart, but I know where Chico span is, so it's going to have a little bit of problems getting through the cloud. So we were looking at this pulling back a little bit. I'm going to talk about how I really entered this market. All right, so you got a 1. We're looking at basically a measured move. All right, so when we talk about Ichimoku, this is just the observation theory, and you could see we hit right on our observation theory level. See, we're right on the level right here. So possible pullback unless we violate here. So I want to give price a chance to show me what it's going to do, and then maybe bounce on this level. So if we get a bounce here, then maybe the market will move higher and then retrace again to the downside. But if price can violate here, then we'll just let it roll to the end and see how far it could roll before it retraces again. All right, so that's what we're looking at with the trade. Now let me remove this. All right, so I'm not taking my profit yet. I'm going to let this thing go on its own, and then I'm going to see what the market gives me. I'll go to the 4-hour time frame and watch these candles. So currently my entry is here, but I don't want to exit right here. So usually you allow Tinkinson to be your trailing stop loss, so you would be a little bit above that level, because more than likely market comes back, bounces on there, and moves back to the downside. Unless it comes all the way back up to this level here, then that would take you out pretty much if you're using Tinkinson. All right, so that's what we're looking at now. When I got into the trade, basically we already kind of knew that we were going to have this waterfall trade, and it kind of did. Now I told you about the divergence and what to look for with Ichimoku and Tinkinson and Kijinsen. Definite signal, and we got that definite signal. So that was a great thing, guys. When you get that signal, and most people don't even look at that really. So when you see that signal and that divergence like that with Ichimoku, then that tells you what's going to happen pretty much with the market, because if you go back in time and look at it, it's happened quite often. And it's like most of the time if you trade that, you'll always have, looks like you'll have a good trade most of the time. Now nothing's guaranteed, but I'm sure it's like really high percentage, probably over 90% of the time it's going to work out for you if you follow that strategy. So keep it in mind, make sure you don't forget about that, and try to do that as you trade and look at Ichimoku and see these things happening. That's going to be one of your big things, to just see that divergence there. And you don't even need any indicator down here to show you the divergence when that is really happening. All you need is Ichimoku to show you that divergence, and boom, usually that we get that trade to the upside or downside depending on which way that divergence is. So guys, I looked at that, and that's one thing I traded. And when we talk about that video we posted last night, that talks in detail about it pretty much. So you want to keep an eye on that and try to start trading that and looking for that. So I know a lot of other traders probably have traded it so far. So we'll see what's happening, but I'm going to watch the market, let it go, and pretty decent trade right now. Nothing major. So we'll just let it go. It should be a good runner maybe. I'm going to get that pullback, I'm sure, but we'll just let this thing run for a while. All right. Until next time, guys, hope this is helping you out, and I hope you caught these signals and the trade setup sent out, and hopefully it's helping you. All right. Got any questions? Just let me know. I'm here for you. Thanks a lot. God bless. So long.